This is your radio salvation. Go, 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 go.
And a good afternoon to each and every one of you. High noon here in Las Vegas, Nevada, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, 9 a.m. in Hawaii, I believe, is still the time. Thank you for watching Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. I am Aaron Phillips. Joining me at the dais is the illustrator extraordinaire, Mr. Neil Portnoy. How are you, sir?
I'm tremendous. You know, I'm about 85, 90% back from my ordeal with COVID. I'd like to... Lashana Tova.
Yes, Happy New Year to each and every one of us.
To everybody out there.
Yes.
And before we really get into the show, we were remiss last week's show. Those watching would have noticed that there were two of us here.
Yes.
Instead of our stepbrother from a different mother, Johnny Bird.
Yes, yes.
And we want to personally, Aaron and myself and Aaron E., thank Johnny Bird for what he brought to this program. He brought us to a new level. He's missed greatly on set here. We want to wish him all the luck in the world with his new venture over at the Red Palms, I guess it's called.
Yeah,
I hope I get that right.
I think so.
But it's a Mediterranean cuisine dinner show club that Johnny is running. He'll do a great job, as he always does.
Absolutely.
With every venture. So good luck out there, pal.
Right on. Thank you, Johnny, for everything. And we look forward to your continued success as well.
And you're always welcome back on set with the Twin Brothers.
Absolutely. Call in if nothing else. If you got nothing else. Listen, I got to imagine running a business like that, you ain't getting to bed at 8 p.m. at night.
No.
He's got long days, I would think.
Listen, that's one of the hardest working guys here in Las Vegas.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, just want to remind everybody, of course, call in. The phone numbers are there on the screen, 702-329-6947. If you're outside the United States, 855-502-4321. Send us a live tweet. We got the Twitter machine working. Send us a message that will show up live on the screen. Hashtag, where is it? Twin Brothers Vegas. I got my little cheat sheet there. I have to remember what show I'm doing.
Can you get a cheat sheet a little bit bigger, please?
No, this is testing my eyes.
What the hell is that?
It's the back of a business card.
Hey, on set, I'm looking at my picture on set. Can I get behind the stage like you did so I can hide the stomach?
Well, so shift over.
Yeah, but you told me I got to stay in the corner.
I didn't say anything
about it. It's around the room, and I got to stay in the corner. Figure that one out,
well,
folks.
It'll keep you busy for a while.
All right.
And, of course, we are managing the chat rooms, looking for your comments. There's an example of a tweet right there on the screen right now that I sent out earlier. Just want to let everybody know that today's featured guest, before we get rocking and rolling with some headlines, this individual I've met, we've both known from networking for many, many years. She has now got her own company, American Badass Apparel. So joining us in a little bit will be our good friend Renee Smith Broder. I almost want to give it the French accent.
Say it. No, you got to go Broder.
Broder.
Right.
We've just made her Canadian for the day.
Yeah,
so,
why not?
Well, it's easier to say than Broder.
Obviously, because you struggled.
I screwed it up, I know. But anyway, so that's what we got coming on today. Extraordinary story, and someone who I had an opportunity.
Moments later.
There, exactly. I had the opportunity to interview her on the 1 year anniversary of the 1 October event, my last show on K-Shop before you filled in for me on that.
Which she was tending bar at.
Yes, great. And that, by the way, the video of that show is still up on YouTube. It's under the Aaron Phillips YouTube channel, you can see. It was actually a 2-hour show we did that day, because the first hour we talked about events and things going up to the actual shooting when you started hearing the bullets.
Sure.
Then the second hour, we had people on who talked about the aftermath, what they went through. Like Renee, she was there, and then what it's been like after, and some other things. So it was like a before and after
There's got
show.
to be some PSD type situation
sure.
going on. I mean, how many, the single greatest mass murder in the country still?
Yes, yes, absolutely. All right. So we'll get to Renee in a little bit. So before we get started with some headlines, I have 2 numbers for you. I actually have 4 numbers for you I want to throw out, and you tell me what they mean to you.
Okay.
151.
The 51s with a 1 in front of it. I don't know.
We have hit a record here, 151
hot days
consecutive,
without rain.
Consecutive days without measurable rain.
Well, yeah, measurable
right.
rain in the desert. Yeah,
Exactly.
I love when the meteorologists get on and go, we got 0.001 of rain. Have you ever like stood out in the rain with a cup
I think
and held
when
it up and went 001? That's what we got today.
I think when we spit, we probably produce more than that.
Yeah,
right?
and a lot of diseases and,
Exactly.
and viruses. Yeah.
So 151 days. All right, the next number for you, this should be a piece of cake, 5,781.
Steroid injections by the New York Yankees.
Oh, no.
Well,
What do you, see, now that's spoken like a true Red Sox fan.
well, I had
who
to
lost
after last night's game, right?
No, 5781, the year that we are celebrating for Rosh Hashanah.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the New
nice
Year.
Jew I am, huh?
That's why I said you said it at
Yeah,
the top of the
I'm
show, for
sorry.
crying out
I'm
loud.
sorry.
Okay, here's another one for you. Let me get the number right.
I'm
I
0 for
don't
2,
mess it
by
up.
the way.
Yes, you are, but that's okay. We'll fix that here momentarily. All right, here you go. Here's a number for you, 789,062.
No clue.
Okay. Downtown Las Vegas regular from Hawaii hit a 6-figure jackpot at the Fremont Hotel this week, $789,000.
Which property?
This was downtown at the Fremont Hotel.
Really?
I think, isn't that the one that also just burned with 5 cars?
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
so
yeah, so
hopefully
they-
it was before that.
So they're bankrupt now. Go ahead.
Next number, 5,000.
The number after 4,099.
How about the number? Thank you. How about the number, the jackpot she hit while waiting to cash in for the $789,000?
She hit another one.
$5,000. She's standing at the cage waiting to take care of all that. Popped some money wherever she was. Hit for another $5,000.
What are we doing wrong?
I don't know. Obviously, not knowing the lady from Hawaii, I guess. But she's a regular. She's been described as a downtown Las Vegas regular from Hawaii. Could you imagine? I mean, and
Speaking of that, now they're the 50th state, correct?
they are. Well, we're the 9th island.
Well, yeah, but they are the 50th state.
Correct.
Because now politically, we don't do politics on Twin
Right.
Brothers.
Right.
They're talking about Puerto Rico becoming the 51st.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you're right about that.
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
I thought. Well, and Guam is technically part of the U.S., but it's not state. It's a territory.
It's a territory.
Right.
What's Puerto Rico?
I don't know.
They don't either. That's the problem.
God. Okay, so that I had another number. Oh, I have another number for you. 662. You should know this one. 662.
No clue.
Albert Pujols hit his 662nd home run.
Is he like in fourth now or
He is
something?
now past Willie Mays on he's number 4 on the
Number
all-time
4.
home run
See,
list.
I got that right. That
And
count?
86-year-old Willie Mays actually sent him a congratulatory text
I
slash
thought you could
message.
tell me Willie hit one.
No, listen, this day and age, who knows?
Yeah, really.
So a lot of numbers flying around. Of course, another number that's very important to folks here in Las Vegas, I'll say it this way, 11:59.
That's when the bars open.
Correct. You got one. Tomorrow night, 11:59 p.m., the bar's open. And it's not made public, but the speculation, do you know why the speculation is why it's happening tomorrow night? An underlying reason?
The Raiders home opener.
Attaboy. Exactly. See, now you just
I'm warming up.
You guys right.
I'm
2 in a
warming
row.
up.
Because the Raiders, obviously 60,000 people will not be allowed in Allegiant Stadium. People need, the old watch parties, tailgate style get-togethers. You got to have a place to do it.
Well, you know that I've got a major announcement with the artwork I do.
Well, I don't know if it's official, so
it's not. I can't say anything yet because
so then
we
it's
can't
not
get,
an announcement.
Well,
it's a tease.
It's a tease.
Okay.
It's a tease.
Okay. So 11:59 tomorrow. Now, everybody,
28 by 40 foot tease, but it's a tease.
many Hall of Famers?
Yes,
Yes. Kenny Stabler?
I can't mention it. Yes.
Oh, this is Is it really? Alberta, Canada is looking to become an American state?
Where's Alberta? Is it on the West Coast or East Coast? Where is it?
It's above Montana. So
Where the
it's
hell's
central.
Montana? Is that one of ours too?
I think we're trading Alberta for Montana.
Yeah, we're going to give them Wyoming as a bonus.
as a state to be named later.
Yeah, right.
Take off, eh?
I did not know. Is that, listen, I know it's true because you told me it is. You're from Canada. What's the basis of them wanting to leave Canada? We don't know. We don't have the details. The guy from Canada doesn't know why Canada wants to secede from their own country.
Well, because most people who voted the wrong way 4 years ago and said, if he gets in, I'm going to Canada. Now, I heard they all went to Alberta. So
They want to come
it
back.
makes sense they want to come back. Include the state.
Now,
the province.
Here's the one thing, though. By the way, this week also, speaking of COVID and the opening of the bars,
Yeah.
Clark County School District, when they reopened under this long-distance learning stuff, they had said that they're going to evaluate after 90 days the COVID numbers and where things are health-wise to see if they would even consider the possibility of getting students back on campus.
Well, you did hear about the brothels in Pahrump. Well, they've instituted a new COVID testing.
yes.
It's called Stop, Swab, and Blow. Well, we're internet TV, so...
No, I know. But here I am talking about Clark County School District students, and you're talking about brothels.
I'm sorry.
What a great segue.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, what was... Oh, so anyway, so this Thursday, they're supposed to have their board meeting, and I've never watched as many school board meetings as I have
Now,
this
does
year.
the superintendent attend the board meeting?
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does.
And
okay.
they actually put them on the Clark County School District website as well as Facebook.
Yeah.
They're supposed to analyze the first 30 days where the numbers are
Yeah.
to make a determination as to what is going on. First of all, it's 90 days total in the package, which means it wouldn't be until the middle of November anyway. And even if they do decide to change anything, which I seriously doubt that they will until 2021, any changes they make won't happen until January 1st because the middle of November takes you up to Christmas holiday or Thanksgiving holiday. And then 2 weeks after that, the kids go out on winter break in the middle of December. So there isn't anything that's going to change after 90 days anyway.
But the most important thing,
Yes.
speaking of education, Penn State football.
I
is
got
back,
that's my
baby.
last. That's right there. It's my last topic. The last number 10. The Big Ten, after feeling more comfortable that the 24-hour quick turnaround of the COVID tests changed 9. Well, it was unanimous.
It was
but
unanimous.
Big Ten football is back. So now that leaves the Pac-12.
Well,
another number.
The Pac-12, from what I've read
Right.
and researched so far, it's not the issue of COVID and this. I mean, that's on the table.
I'm afraid where you're going.
No,
here.
I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm going to keep
I'm
it clean.
afraid
No,
now.
today, yeah. With all the fires on the West Coast,
And they moved baseball games.
most of the schools in the Pac-12
Yeah.
are from where?
Yeah,
The left coast.
that's correct.
Wait a
That's
minute, I'm
correct.
part of that now.
That's right. Well,
forgot.
we're
I'm
not
not-
really on the coast unless California falls off.
Well, if we could be the ninth island, I'm on the coast surrounded by water.
That's very true. Look at this. We got a lot. I got to go over that. Let's see. Carol, hi from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Glad to see Neil back and feeling well.
Thank you.
Andy Madsen, hi guys. I'll be in Vegas next week. Cool. Lisa Mascari gives us the old Penn State. We are Penn State cheer in the chat room. Thank you, Lisa.
Well, my alma mater is playing Louisville today.
And
Miami football. They suck.
okay.
That's like my Red Sox.
Listen, the Yankees need to just finish playing out the season against Toronto.
9 in a
We'll be
row,
fine.
baby.
I
They've
know.
won 9 in a row.
Anyway. So a buddy of mine, when I posted that about they should play Toronto the rest of the season,
know.
he messages me back. He says, I thought you didn't care. I said, yeah, well, but, they were scoring 9,000 runs.
I mean, I was watching on my phone they had a 4-0 lead, the
Yeah.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
And I went, great start. Now we
let's
get into
finish.
the bullpen. Yeah,
Exactly. All right. Let's see. All right. Why don't you do that before we go on to our first break?
Yeah, sad news in Las Vegas. Meredith Broadcasting, a huge corporation that owns a number of TV stations, radio stations, media outlets nationwide. The news in the Review Journal was not good for Rachel Smith, Christine Medella, and Maria Silver from Fox 5 have all been let go. I mean,
KVVU.
shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I think Maria was a field reporter. I don't think she was a studio host, was she?
She was an anchor. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not an anchor. She was more the studio. You're correct. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Right.
Christine was an anchor,
Right.
did a lot from home during the COVID.
Sure.
And, of course, Rachel is, God, I mean, Rachel Smith, all the celebrities.
Yeah.
Her show was phenomenal. And people were, posting, well, they should have gotten rid of this person, that person. And, Maria has been here forever. They remember when she first started. I mean, listen, they'll bounce back. They'll be on their feet, bigger and better things. But just, it's like, what are you doing, Fox?
Yep. All right. Probably budget cuts.
Absolutely. Nationwide.
Yeah.
Not just here.
By the way, Vegas, this Monday night, Vegas Raiders take on the New Orleans
It
Saints.
doesn't sound right.
I know it doesn't.
Still doesn't sound right.
But the local band, The Killers, will be providing a halftime performance during the halftime
Yeah, everybody
show.
there will give them a standing. Wait a minute, there's nobody there.
Mark Davis isn't even going to be there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, with that, we're going to step aside for our first break so that we can bring up our guest here and we can start chatting with.
No, that's a different holiday.
No, that's fine. Hava Nagila. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that'll work, but it's a different
That'll
holiday.
work. There really is no Rosh Hashanah song like Hanukkah has dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Well, Adam Sandler did one.
For Rosh Hashanah?
Yeah.
Did he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
He did a Hanukkah song. He did
Well,
many
he's done a
versions
number
of
of
it.
them.
Okay.
Very funny guy.
In the meantime, as we go out on Hava Nagila, never mind. You're watching twin brothers from different mothers and different religions, and who knows who else we can piss off here going into break. So, oh my goodness. No, it's fine. No, this is good. This is good. With that, we'll be back whenever. Renee will be with us whenever we come back. We'll be back sometime soon.
2 Jews in the Goyim. I mean, he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Sugar Shack. I was a crazy little shack beyond the tracks, and everybody called it the Sugar Shack. Well, it's just a coffee house and it's made out of wood. Espresso coffee tastes mighty good. That's not the reason why I gotta get back up to that Sugar Shack.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your sales staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs. All right, welcome. See, there's our new camera angle. Like that, say hi. There's the sliding camera. That's a new one. Love it. Love it. You see the camera sliding, Neil? Not you sliding. There you go. Welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, or as he said, going out, 2 Jews and a Goy. And that was probably one of the best endings to a segment we had. I got to give kudos to Aaron. That was a great.
You know what? Well done. Well done. We'll
That
give
was
you a
very
well
good.
done.
All right, hey, listen, our last commercial there that was in that commercial break, Hand and Stone Massage, facial spa located down at Silverado Ranch. Lisa and company down there, terrific. Listen, my family and I, my wife and my daughter, we had massages done a couple of weeks ago. Let me tell you, someone who does CrossFit and has knots upon knots upon knots. Anne-Marie, thank you so very much for making me feel great. Go on down there. Now, if you go down there and tell them that you heard the commercial here on Twin Brothers or heard us talking about them, if you purchase a gift card, they have a gift card promotion going on starting today through the 26th. Buy a gift card for somebody else to use their spa, and you, the buyer, will get an additional $20 promotional gift card to use on yourself. But you got to tell them you saw us on Twin Brothers. Call 702-941-7833 if you have any questions. Ask for Lisa, but you must mention Twin Brothers to get that extra $20 card.
So I can once again do it myself, or you said use it on yourself. You're laughing.
Oh, the thoughts in my head. But I have too much respect for our guest who's with us, even though I know she could probably go toe-to-toe with the thoughts that are in this brain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joining us now in the hot seat, Renee Smith Brodeur is the definition of an American badass woman. Renee is an aspiring motivational speaker and soon-to-be author that is no new student to perseverance and not giving up. Renee has built a 6-figure marketing business, previously called Coast to Coast Printing and Marketing, from the ground up, and now She has launched a lifestyle brand called American Badass Apparel. Deal with that, y'all. The rest of it we'll get into as we talk with her. Please welcome Renee Smith, Brodeur. Actually, it's Broder, but we like Brodeur better. Welcome.
Hey, I'll take it.
Howard, get right up into that microphone there.
Are you from Alberta?
I'll take it.
Are you
No,
from-
I'm from Massachusetts. I'm your neighbor.
Where in Mass were you from?
Western Mass, Pittsfield.
Oh, Pittsfield, yeah.
Pittsfield.
Well, we used to go, and that's the hairpin turn up by North Adams and Pittsfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some people in our audience from Pittsfield today.
Oh,
So.
excellent.
Yeah.
They're mass holes. I like that.
Oh my God, you're like off the rails today. I love it. Yeah, I just wanted you to back off a little bit because the P's were popping. You were strong. Just raise your mic.
My pee.
You just
Your
raise your,
P's.
let it go. Just let it go. Bring that mic up so you don't have to lean in. There you go.
Okay.
And you're good to go. That's it. Be more
Okay.
comfortable, relax.
Yeah, well,
All right.
okay.
So, all right, Renee, how long have you been out here from Mass?
I left Massachusetts in 1988.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay. So you're almost,
know that.
that's almost a lifer out here then. Did you come here from there?
No, I've been here since 2014 in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize only 6 years. So where'd you go in between when you left Mass?
Oh, gosh, I was a gypsy in a caravan. Isn't there a song?
Yeah, that's
about
right.
that?
I
Were
think
you
we're
building?
share,
Were
right?
you building the business while you were coming cross country, or did you? Obviously, you drove
Well-
from Mass to your next location, correct?
When I left Massachusetts in 1988, I went and lived in Okinawa, Japan for 2 years.
Oh, you
Oh.
didn't drive there then. Never mind.
No, the
I
cars
didn't
don't
drive.
float.
I flew.
Cars don't float over there.
My first husband was in the Marine Corps
That's right. That's right. So
So-
how long were you? You said 2 years you were over there?
in Okinawa, Japan.
Okay. How was it like there? My daughter who traveled there for rent last summer, she loved Japan. She hated China, but she absolutely loved Japan.
I loved living there because I love to immerse myself in cultures.
Oh, okay.
And so it was a fabulous experience.
Did you wear a kimono thing? What do they call those?
A kimono?
Yeah, kimono. Did you have to wear
Kimono.
one of them, or?
No.
Well, that's indulging. What are you looking at me for? I mean, you have enough hair. You could have put the sticks in, and right? They chopsticks. What do they call those things?
Chopsticks?
Chopsticks. Yeah.
You can eat with them and wear them in your hair.
After or before you eat?
Well, I probably would do it after.
After. Okay. Go ahead, Aaron. I sidetracked again.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't learned by now, buckle your seatbelt for this show because the cars go off the rails very easily around here. Okay, so you came here in 2016. Where were you before 2016 when you came to Vegas?
I came to Vegas from Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay.
And
You drove.
I drove from
Okay.
Salt Lake
I
City.
just wanna make sure.
Yes.
Downhill
Downhill.
Downhill.
into the valley.
No, when I left Massachusetts in 1988, of course, I lived in Japan for a couple of years.
Right.
And then North Carolina,
Okay.
Florida, the Florida Gulf Coast that just got hammered.
Oh, yeah, another storm.
Some of my friends were out there because
Oh, no.
that's where I actually started in Destin, Florida, into the print industry.
Okay, so how did you get into that? I mean, what were you doing before the print industry?
I'm still in the print industry. I know you said you're prior.
No,
What was
prior
I
to
doing?
Destin.
I'm
when you-
hospitality.
Oh, okay.
So since I was
I
16
know you're
years
still
old.
in the printing business. I was talking about before Destin.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
why the? Let me ask you something.
That was my next question.
I know. I read your sheet.
That's all right.
You go from the hospitality industry. Did you know anything about the print, or it intrigued you? You had a passion. You said, you know what? I like this print industry. Let me research it more, and then you got into business. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, when I was living in Destin, Florida, we have to go back to Deepwater Horizon. So do
Okay.
you know Deepwater
Sure.
Horizon
Yes.
with the oil spills?
Yep.
And then all of the hurricanes that actually happened that year. And so my partner at that time, we were both in the hospitality business, and we were both working at the Sandestin Hilton. And it was a very tough time because, like hospitality now here in Vegas and all the entertainment, everything was pretty much closed down. And so I was sitting there, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do? And so my first thought was, okay, go back to college and become a nurse because it's recession-proof. I have a middle sister that's an RN, but then I realized that wiping asses was not my future. So,
That's what they do.
But now the name of the company, it's funny, she's got ass
I know,
in the title
well-
of her company.
yeah,
How
exactly.
do you think she came up with the idea?
What goes around comes around, I guess.
Oh, don't say that. Not when we're talking about asses, please. Go ahead, Renee. I'm sorry. I'll keep them in control.
So I thought about going into law school. And so I really immersed myself in the school experience. I was 31 at that time.
But that's so far away from where you ended up.
I know. I was recruited into the printing industry.
There we go. By who?
By Extreme Marketing Group, my card guy, on the Florida Gulf Coast. And I brought his business from a bedroom in his house to a 4,000 square foot facility within a year's time. And some things happened. It just wasn't a good fit. And that's when I went out on my own and moved to New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, let me ask you this. And you moved on from that, let's call it relationship, because we build relationships. That's how we grow. You took what you learned. How did you apply it now that I'm going out, I'm going to start my new business. I've learned these positives, and I've learned to stay away from the negatives. I mean, listen, I did it in my 60s. I came cross-country to a place that I knew nobody, and I started over. Basically, you're starting over. Talk a little bit about that.
Back when I started my business,
Yeah.
Coast to Coast Printing and Marketing,
Yeah.
I am a lifelong learner and into personal development. So
Okay.
my first experience with business was Amway. So multi-level marketing didn't work out for me or Amway at that time because I later went on and built a Amway business with 150 reps under me. But it didn't work at that time for me, but what it gave me was the experience and the experience and the mindset to pretty much do whatever I wanted to do in my life. So when we go back to any kind of experience and success, it all comes back to mindset and having that positive outlook.
Sure.
And when we put that mindset and when we are lifelong learners in personal development, I really feel that we have a base and the substance to go on and do anything in life. It's all we need is that education and to learn. And I feel that's going to catapult you into whatever you want to do.
Now, let me ask you, and I totally agree with that. I was going to put that on too.
This, for those who don't know, this is Renee's like signature. This is part of who she is, but it's hidden down here on the table. I didn't know.
I have headsets on.
That's well, we can always roll the heads. You can do this and then put the hat on. But
And a clip.
But this is like her signature.
If I don't remember my question, I'm old. I'll forget it in 2 minutes.
That's why I have a pen there.
I have it here, but I have nothing to write on, which is a good thing because I'd be cartooning the whole show. Amway, multi-level marketing. Good friend of mine, Jordan Adler, send out cards, multi-level
I
marketing.
met him when he was in Excel when I got in the
Yeah,
phone company.
he's just a multimillionaire now, one of the top providers.
Matter of fact, I think Kathy Rickley works with
Yeah,
him.
Kathy
Kathy's in the chat
Rickley's
room.
I
the
saw her in the
chat.
chat room.
Yeah.
Yeah. The point I was getting.
Let me see how many
at
times I
was,
could distract you.
You don't have a brick and mortar, but you have access because of the internet. The world is small, so you're able to take what you've learned in the Amway and how distribution works, how to mark up your profit margins. Talk a little bit about that because I know there's no brick and mortar, correct?
No, I work from home office, and I've always built my business to be home-based. And so I knew from the time I was young that having your own business isn't the key to everything. Well, it is the key to everything, but it's how you structure it. So you don't want to structure it to a brick and mortar because then your business really owns you.
Correct.
And
Tell me about it.
so you want time and money. And that's one of the things that you're always taught, especially in multi-level marketing, that you want time and money. So then I knew I didn't want that.
But you're doing everything. You're doing marketing. You're doing sales. You're doing distribution. You're doing, I get on the phone and my supplier here can provide this product for you. You know what your net cost is on it. How do I mark it up? Now, I used to explain to people. People used to call the gallery. Billing department, can I help you? Yeah, we'd like to talk to marketing. Hi, this is marketing. How can I help you? You're doing all that. Talk a little bit about the
wear
stress.
all hats.
Yeah, Talk about this, because there's a lot of stress in that. You know, how do you allocate your time to maximize your profit margin? Interesting question.
That is an interesting question, you know, because it's not something that you really think about. When you're an entrepreneur and sole proprietor, you just jump into it and make sure you get everything done. No matter how many hours a day that it takes.
Just figure it out.
You just figure it out.
Somebody once told me, Renee, you get a client says, well, can you do that? You never, ever say no. You figure it out.
That's right.
And get it done.
All right, with
Exactly.
that, we're going to stop on that thought right there because we got to pay some bills. So when we come back on the other side, Renee's going to talk about American Badass apparel and some other things, and we'll figure that out along the way. And, of course, towards the end, we're going to get to know Renee.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
That's why I'm afraid of what song he'll bring up next for the next holiday, which is fine. All right, you're watching Twin Brothers from Different Mothers right here in Go Live Vegas. Of course, download the mobile app if you're on the go. Take us with you, Facebook, whatever. We're here for you. Twin Brothers will be back more with Renee right after this.
You know, radiant, healthy skin reflects how you look and feel, especially in the desert. Hand and Stone Spa at Silverado Ranch offers facial services provided by licensed estheticians tailored for men, women, and teens. This also includes a maintenance program to enjoy your clear and beautiful complexion between regular appointments. We also offer exfoliation facials and LED light phototherapy, which will give a result of firmer skin and a smoother texture. It also diminishes fine lines, wrinkles, and dark spots, resulting in a more luminous skin. Call 702-941-7833 and put your skin into our hands.
All right, welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Hey, once again, Hand and Stone Massage, Facial, and Spa over at Silverado Ranch. They have a great promotion going on starting today through next Saturday. Call today and get a gift card to give away to a friend or family member, and you, the buyer, will get an extra $20 gift card for free for you to use however you see fit, preferably for yourself. Take advantage of the great services there. Call them at 702-941-7833. 702-941-7833, but there's one caveat. You must mention Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. You could say Aaron, you could say Neil, you could say those crazy guys at Saturday, whatever you want. That will help get that extra $20 card. We are back with Renee Smith Broder, owner of American What?
No, you told me I was turned sideways, so I moved.
Well, I didn't say keep your back to Renee.
What?
Find a happy medium in between.
We got a caller.
Meantime, we have a caller coming in. Oh, look. Kathy Rickley, thank you for calling in to Twin Brothers. How are you, my friend?
Hey, how's everyone? Neil, it's great to see you.
Thank you. Nice to be back, Kathy.
Hey,
I know,
Kathy.
it's great. Hey, Renee, you all look fantastic. I have to walk away from my other phone so there's not an echo.
Yes, thank you. That's very helpful to us in studio. Hey, by the way, while you're walking away, I have to do this. On behalf of myself and all your friends here at Twin Brothers, we obviously share our condolences and our prayers and a broken heart to you on the passing of your husband, Robert, a few months ago. I think everybody shed a tear when that news broke, and I know you have the entire Las Vegas community behind you.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's only been a little over 3 months. It's been like the fastest yet the longest 3 months ever.
Yes.
It's like it changes from minute to minute. But, yeah, it was definitely a surprise, but I feel that he's not gone. I mean, he's all around me all the time. And
Absolutely.
when you're open to that, you know, it makes it a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Sure does.
So, but thank you, though. I appreciate that.
You got it. All right, say hi to Renee.
Hey, Renee.
Hey,
Girl,
Kathy.
Good job keeping those boys in check.
Oh, yeah.
That is not an easy task. Trust me.
Not even close.
I wish she could be wearing her hat. That is totally her signature.
Well, yeah, you can turn your headset this way, and then your hair clip is totally up to you if you want to take it out or how you want to do it. That's why I needed.
hat on, girl.
That's why I needed to display
How
that.
come we don't have hair clips?
How come we?
We don't have hair clips.
Maybe for the goatee.
There you
she
go.
is.
There you
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can just bring those like sideways
All
here,
right,
Marcia. This way you
guys.
can hear. There you go.
Yeah, here's the American Badass Woman.
That's right.
Hey, hey, Kathy, how's the send-out cards doing?
It's excellent. I'm really, really thankful for that community because they're the reason I've got hundreds of cards sent to me when
Yep.
Robert passed, and his picture's everywhere I look in the house. So that's what I mean. He's not gone. I mean, he stares at me from every angle in the house with a smirk on his face or a smile, but he can't talk back now when I say anything I want to him, which is awesome.
That's great.
So then the next question is, when are you coming into the studio to do a spot about send out cards? You don't have to
Well,
answer
you know
that
what?
we can answer that offline, but
Well, you know what? I'm going to jump in real quickly
Wait for the invite.
because I'm also
you are.
I'm a distributor, but we don't use it that way.
Right.
We use it at the gallery for
Right.
thank you. And
Right.
listen, everyone who gets a real card, which we designed for them specifically, and never have to go to the post office, never have to go get stamps, never have to spend $5-6.
You realize you're giving Kathy no reason to have to come on the show now.
What
You're
I'm
doing the whole
saying, what I'm
commercial.
saying
And
is,
we're taking away from Renee.
we have 30.
No, I'm
we
gonna
have
turn it right back to Renee in a
30,000.
second.
We have 30,000 viewers.
Right.
This would be a great opportunity
absolutely.
for Kathy.
Absolutely.
Go.
No. You're right. I'm just busting.
Yeah,
busting your
Kathy's
chops.
amazing. I mean, she is. I use send out cards for relationship marketing too.
There's-
It's
great.
fantastic.
There's a silver.
You know-
no, here on top, Neil.
It-
The silver round thing. No. Okay. Yeah. No. This. Anyway, go ahead, Kathy. You keep talking.
I was just going to say it's right now. I mean, not that we would wish the pandemic on anyone,
Right.
but Send Out Cards was made for a time like this because
Right.
it's the only way to be safely high touch in this no touch time.
Yep.
And it really reconnected Renee and myself. I mean, yeah, we've networked together around town for years, but I attribute getting together with Send Out Cards and helping her use it, and being part of her like badass American Apparel onslaught, and just reconnecting with her has been amazing because we really have the same mindset when it comes to serving others, and we are both a school of personal development through network marketing, which is what network marketing is. It's literally personal development with a compensation plan attached, no matter what the widget or service that you're selling.
It's a
This
great,
is what I love about the network marketing school. Yeah.
It's a great product. We love it. And we're going to have Aaron convince you to be one of the advertisers here because you know what? You're reaching 30,000
Absolutely.
people who you need to educate what Send Out Cards
Right on.
is all about.
Kathy, thank you for calling, darling. We'll connect.
Thank you so much.
All
I'm
right.
going to continue up to share this show, and it's awesome that you had Renee on there. Renee, I will talk to you later. We got to go get ice cream again.
Oh yeah, let's do it soon.
Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it. A couple of shout outs in the chat room. I want to say hello to Suzanne, Andrew Hill, and our good friend Diana Waxberg, who is recovering from hip surgery. So, kick ass there. Speaking of badasses, Diana, just get through that well. All right, let's turn our attention to American Badass Apparel. Talk about that.
American Badass Apparel is a lifestyle brand, and the reason it was created was I was already excelling in the apparel business, providing apparel to our customers. You're wearing my product. We actually did Aaron's logo and branding and shirt. He has his face on the back of the shirt.
Why don't you just get up
You're
and
allowed
model?
to turn around this time. We actually created all the artwork for his branding. We actually rebranded Aaron about a year ago, I think it is, right?
Yeah, I think it's just about almost 2 years now. Yeah?
Almost 2 years. Wow.
Caricature by Neil Portnoy.
That's
Yes,
true. That's right. It was a
definitely.
joint
It's
effort.
caricature
For sure.
by
Yes.
Neil
I'm glad you
Portnoy.
mentioned
I mean,
that.
considering what I had to work with, I thought it came out pretty good.
That's right. That's right, man.
And so we wanted to give back. My alliances are with the veteran community. I believe every business owner needs to give back into the community, not only of our resources such as money, but our time. And is in the veteran community, with me coming from many generations of veterans and actually having 2 husbands that were veterans.
I'm a veteran of 2 ex-wives. No, that doesn't work that way.
That doesn't
Never mind.
work that way,
Never
does
mind.
it?
Never mind.
Does it? So we give back 10% of all our proceeds from American Badass to either first responders or veterans, or to another nonprofit, since we're also working within the motorcycle community with SOS Accident Fund and a few others. So it's our way of giving back into the community, and it's just a fun line, and I'm a very patriotic person, if you can't tell.
So give some examples. When you say, I love to say lifestyle apparel, give some examples of what that means.
Well, the website is myamericanbadass.com, so it's really easy to find. And on that, you'll find a lot of patriotic gear that is geared toward veterans of Marines, Army, Coast Guard, as well as motorcycle gear such as leathers and bells. And
Let me ask you, Renee, understanding that, understanding the world is small, how much of your business percentage-wise is based here with distribution to clients in Las Vegas, opposed to I'm all over the country with clients? Since I've lived all over the country, I've built relationships, I contact those people, and I provide for them as well. How would you break it down? Can you break it down?
Well, at this time, coast-to-coast printing and marketing is still my bread and butter. That's the business that pays my bills, and that's nationwide as well as international. So we ship internationally. American Badass.
No.
Okay,
Oh, boy,
guys.
I have something I want to say, but I do not want to go political. Get that off the air. Turn that off.
No politics, okay?
Want me to take a knee? What do you want me to
No! You said it. No, that's it.
All right. So,
You know, Aaron did that purposely to get that out of one of us.
do? You knew it was coming from
I
me.
know. I will stand true to my beliefs. 15 years. Get that off before the government send us a bill for playing their song.
Yeah, for this song, right.
I'm up on a high stool too, and I feel I should be standing. I might just fall off my stool.
Well, you're not very tall. I thought you were standing. My bad.
Oh, man. Oh, stop. Will you cut that?
All right.
So let's elaborate. You're all over the country from the previous
I
coast
will
to
say
coast.
he's on it today. I will say.
How
that
do you
much.
make those coast to coast customers aware of the new branding company you've done? Do you, or do you kind of keep it separate?
They're two separate entities.
Okay.
American Badass Apparel is more of a startup, and so we're actually getting into the stages of SEO, relationship marketing,
Sure.
and getting that out there and pushing it. Like I said, coast to coast is still my bread and butter, is what pays the bills.
Yep.
And so as we're pivoting, while we were pivoting as of March, which a lot of us are trying to do, is pivot our
recreating
business
ourselves,
and
yep.
recreating ourselves.
Sure.
Marketing materials really aren't called for as much.
Right,
I'm
it's
doing a
all
lot of
online.
apparel.
Right.
So we're still doing, and we're actually doing better with our printing industry than what we did last year. So our finances we're doing a lot better,
Right.
actually.
Now, have your suppliers, your printers, the people who print the apparel, the people who print the marketing paper goods, same people, different people? I'm sure you've got...
Different people.
Okay.
Different people. They're two totally different businesses. When it comes to my vendors and my suppliers for screen printing and DTG, full die sub, they're our same suppliers that are producing our apparel. So we're still utilizing the same suppliers because I have those alliances that I've built over the
relationships
years
with
and the
them. Sure,
relationships.
sure.
So again, just pivoting, pushing out the e-commerce because everything is online. So it's so important to pivot, and that's the reason for my personal branding.
Yeah,
as well.
this pandemic has changed a lot of business plans and a lot of business direction, and people have had to kind of change and reinvent themselves. My CrossFit box, they're not in a building anymore. All the
They're
trainers,
no more brick and mortar. They go to your garage.
Exactly. They have the trainers set up. Although they have online classes that you can do at home as well, but it's changed the business model for a lot of ways. Terry Haley says we need badass microphones and stands for the local singers. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
All right.
So absolutely. All right. You know what? We've run our two sets. You want to go right into getting to know you?
No, not yet. I want to talk more.
Okay. Go ahead.
So,
We got to be done by 1 o'clock.
well, I know. I'm just saying, so we have this business plan. Everybody's got a business plan, right? And the business plan's a straight line. And all of a sudden, oh, geez, the pandemic hit. I got to turn left. Now I got to recreate and get back toward that line. How difficult is that when people aren't spending money? Because they're not making money.
Let's go back to mindset, because we all were there. I had orders on coast to coast ready to go to Spain.
Yep.
a couple days later, and all of a sudden, that conference was canceled.
Yep.
We had just built out an app with one of our alliances, Platinum Edge Media, CJ Thompson,
CJ,
who's
yep.
a big for live events. We were getting ready to do soccer tournaments and into Arizona, San Antonio, Texas, and we were doing the Nevada State Cup that weekend, and all of a sudden that was canceled, and we were supposed to be out in tents doing heat press and delivering product that weekend.
Now, the expenses don't go away.
No.
How do you cut back, and how do you deal with that?
Don't follow Fox 5 News.
Yeah, don't cut personnel. I mean, all of a sudden you've ordered from your suppliers because whether they gave you a deposit or not, that you have to return or you don't. I know that because I'm bringing case in point. I have a client on the East Coast that paid me for 4 events to go to the East Coast, all paid for, and what do? That money's gone already, right? So you say to them, when you do your 4 events next year, all I'll bill you for is transportation to get there and back. How do you handle that? Do you go to say, all right, we'll move that to 2021? By the way, the Olympics, which are moving to 2021, great marketing, 2020 NE. Whoever came up with that,
Right,
see,
at the end of the
at the end
number.
of the
Right.
zero is brilliant.
Right.
So, I mean, how do you appease so everybody wins? Do you understand the
I
question?
understand what you're saying, and I believe myself, along with many business owners, come March 10th, it was like an oh shit moment. I was actually, my phone, like, oh my gosh, it's not ringing, and I was getting ready to go out to that tournament. But it's, again, it goes back to mindset. It's okay, what can I do? I have American Badass Apparel over here. It's e-commerce. People are still making money. My daughter was making more money on unemployment than she was making at her job when,
That's why
so
people don't go back
had
to work.
expendable cash.
Sure.
And so, okay, let's bring it digital. And so some of those losses we haven't picked up yet. They became deposits my customers didn't ask for their money back.
That's
They
key.
said, okay, Renee, when we pick this back up and when we do this event, we have this credit with you.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good customer.
The soccer tournaments haven't gone away. Actually, when I was getting ready to come today, Austin, my contact for Tiger Sports tournaments that are based out of here, actually called me up because they were in Texas doing inventory of product that we had sent in, because we supply them with their tents and their banners and everything already.
Yep.
And it came to the point that he's like, okay, can you manage our apparel and our swag? And he called and he said, you're on board next year when we pick this up, aren't you? We're wanting to continue with your services, and so that was great news. So
Good. Can
that's
I
coming.
invoice
it's
you
a
for
wo-
those right now? Because
Yeah.
I could use the money.
It's a welcomed phone call.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't know what
it's a
the future
welcome
is. Yeah.
phone call.
I think 2021, if we don't get any worse, I think we'll start seeing some semblance of business kind of maybe moving back to a positive direction.
Yeah, but the locusts are coming in 2021. I mean, what the hell else can
I know.
happen?
I know.
But
absolutely.
if we look at mindset,
Yes.
in the situation in 2020, there's some people. One of my best suppliers has closed their doors, but there's a lot of businesses that are opening up.
Yep.
There's a lot of businesses that have pivoted, that are succeeding and striving and knocking things out of the ballpark.
Like the mask stores.
Yeah.
There was a new store that opened up in Vegas at the mall that sell nothing more than, I think the store is called Pandemic.
Wouldn't surprise me. Unfortunately, now with my wife back to school and now everybody and their mother selling masks,
Sure.
the idea of helping us, because I, as of right now, don't have my school income anymore. We've pretty much stopped trying to push it because everybody's out selling masks.
That's right.
And it's diluted the market. Real quickly, before we move on, talk about your motivational speaking desires and your authorship, your book, which you're targeting, what you're looking to do.
So this actually came up together after COVID. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and it came a conversation with somebody that's also, because we've pivoted into offering digital services, and Mike Bindrup is actually on here today on
your chat?
on our chat.
Cool.
And he is a professor at UNLV for business entrepreneurship. He's UNR Extension UNR that's been doing. They've been doing town halls all through this, and he's a great mentor and coach. And we were talking one night, and it came up about that, I have a calling on my heart to become a motivational speaker because I've been through so much. I am a survivor of Route 91. I was the bullied child at school. I survived a toxic relationship. And so if I wasn't to do this job as going out and becoming a motivational speaker with what I know and how I can help people, I'm being selfish to the world. And so he is like, what's keeping you? What's stopping you?
You know what the key word is? Passion.
And that is a passion. And at that night, I said, you're right, Mike. I'm going to start tomorrow. And then I got a speaking coach. I've been too busy, thank God, with business, with Al and George. They have a speaking business here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I started to move forward. I still have to write that book. I don't know if it'll be American Badass Woman, more of a biography. But I just started a website from the inside out, which is growmywings.com.
Okay.
And it's about growing and transforming from the inside out. Because, our beauty has to come from within to show up outside and to the world.
It's interesting you mentioned the book and how it's progressed. I've been writing a book for a long time now, but I have a new ghostwriter, and I had one thought in a direction.
Is this a kissing book?
Yeah. I had one direction where I thought the book was going to go, like my time in radio, some training, stories, and I would share my health journey. Well, talking with my current ghostwriter, we've totally flipped the script where it's motivational because of my health journey and the things I've learned and shared, and sprinkle in some radio stuff. So as the book's going to develop, don't be surprised. It's going to change directions 9,000.
Yeah, I got a book. I've been writing a book for 5 years, but the only part we've gotten done is the title.
And that is?
And your mother
completely
told you.
lost his mind.
I have lost my mind. and your mother told you never to play with magic markers.
There you go. Perfect title. All
You're
right.
so amazing. I'm still amazed by your talent.
It's paint by numbers. They're all underneath.
Oh, my.
That's right. All right. We have about 7 minutes left in today's show. So it is time right now to transition into getting to know you. We used to have music that played behind this. I don't know what happened. But that's okay. Now, you and I did this 3 years ago. So I think there's been enough distance where even some of your answers may have changed. So this is first come, first thought in mind. That's what we want to hear about. No thinking, first thing. Boom, 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 boom. Where's the margaritas? Where's the drinks now? All right. Jacob Walters, thank you. Jacob, I work with on The Fan. He's happy to see you back in your chair. All right, here you go. You ready? Favorite actor of all time?
Patrick Swayze.
Right into that microphone.
Patrick Swayze. We got it. Favorite actress of all time?
Skip?
No skipping.
I don't remember an actress named Skip.
Well, yeah.
We'll come back to it. Favorite all-time movie, so that when it comes on the TV, you're popping popcorn, grabbing your favorite adult beverage, sitting down with no distractions, and that is?
Facing the Giants.
There you go. Favorite music genre?
Wow. Everything from classic to pop. I would have to say 80s.
Country.
Country, 80s. I mean, 80s.
Okay.
I'm an 80s child.
All right.
All right, here you go.
So what, my kids?
Favorite song, so that when you're in that great red Thunderbird you have parked outside, the song comes on, you roll up the windows, crank the volume, you don't care what anybody's thinking about as they look in the car seeing you singing to...
Badass Woman.
There you go. That's true. I wouldn't have expected anything else. The next question.
See how the answers have changed?
Meghan Trainor.
Here you go. Next question. We're not regulated by the FCC, so you can let any answer fly when I ask you, what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
There you go.
That's 972 fucks and 1
0. Right, to one fudge. All right, now this one I think I know the answer to this. You may already have it, but if money were no object, what is your dream car?
What is my dream car? I'm driving
That's
it.
what I knew that.
My T-Bird.
There you go. And it's red.
And it's red.
Fire engine.
Yeah, but you don't want to put that on the highway because that's
That's
what
the
they
most common.
look for.
Is it a convertible or is it a hardtop?
It's a convertible with a hardtop expansion.
There you go.
So I have the
Nice.
hardtop.
Nice.
I love that car. It's 17 years old, but it
Really?
fits
That's right.
me.
You bought it pre-owned. I remember when you got it, right?
Yes.
You know what Ford
remember.
stands for? Found on road dead,
Ah.
or fix or repair daily.
Well, I have a Toyota, and this car for 17 is pretty stellar.
Nice.
All right. Next question to bail us out of that conversation. Best vacation ever taken?
I think bringing my mom and dad across California.
Okay.
It was something that
Is that recent?
It was. My mom has MS and
Okay.
dementia, so it was right before she couldn't walk and everything.
Okay.
And
Nice.
so it's memories and
Nice.
that are
Absolutely.
going to a lifetime.
Nice.
Bucket list vacation. Where would you like to go that you haven't?
I need to go to Europe.
Any place in particular?
I'm going to see the whole continent.
Another meaning of what Ford means. Shared by our producer.
Flip over and read directions.
Favorite meal, top to bottom, starting with an appetizer.
Oh my gosh. I'm just switching over to vegan and
Okay.
plant-based. So, I mean, it
Pick
would
what
have
it
been
was. What would it have been?
it would have been shrimp,
Okay.
steak, potato, and cheesecake.
I need to go vegan because all of those are on my list.
You are vegan. You live in Las
yeah, my last
Vegas.
vegan.
Favorite Las Vegas thing to do to relax?
I love the live shows when we have the live shows.
That's I think just about everybody.
Everybody
answers
says that, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Now, because you are from all over the world and you have roots in many different locations internationally, when folks contact you who are thinking about coming to Las Vegas, what is it you tell them they must do? What the hell are you doing? Don't drink that stuff,
drink
man.
it.
What is your favorite suggestion to do for people who are coming to Vegas?
Donald Trump told me I could.
They have to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame.
Really? I haven't been there.
Yeah, I haven't either, but that place, and it's moved since.
They haven't moved. They're
They
still
haven't?
in the same facility.
Where
on
are they
It's on
located?
East Flamingo, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a great time.
Wow.
What career would you have liked to try if you weren't doing what you do today?
I love what I do today.
You mentioned you went to law. You were thinking
Nurse.
about
I was
being an
going to go
attorney.
to, just because I needed to make a lot of money in a short time. Wasn't my passion.
Well,
Okay.
a nurse.
I probably
but she
would have
could
been,
Flip them over, you know that.
I grew up in an entertainment business, so I probably would have been an entertainer.
Okay.
I was a violinist for many years.
Batman or Superman?
Superman.
We want to thank Renee for coming in today.
Big Batman
it's-
fan. Wrong answer.
She should know that. Last question for you. When the day comes and you reach the pearly gates, what is it that you want to hear from the person standing in front of the gates who's going to let you in?
You've done well, my friend.
There you go.
You know the best answer to that yet is we're not ready for you. Go back.
We're not
Great
ready.
answer.
Go back. Return to sender. All right. So listen, we're just about up. We got 2 minutes left. Renee, thank you for coming. It's been a lot of
Thank
fun
you.
catching. And I know we haven't even scratched the surface. Where can people find your videos?
I am building out a new website that's live, and it's the easiest to find, and that's growmywings.com. And I'll have I have a YouTube channel, American Badass Woman, that you can find on YouTube. But if you go to growmywings.com and about me, it will lead you to that video and that YouTube channel.
Right on.
Great.
All right, that just about does it for us. Before we go, a couple of things I want to take care of. Number one, next week's show, we are tentatively scheduled to have Jazz and Jeannie Bry.
Oh, nice. Jazz and Jeannie.
I know Jeannie. She introduced me to a gentleman by the name of Don Hill many, many years ago, and he is a saxophonist from the Treniers. You talk about...
Who are the Treniers?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
The number one lounge act that in Vegas dating back to the 50s, 60s. They as a matter of
Treniers.
fact, the Treniers. Look,
Okay.
TV.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, do absolutely. The saxophonist. They did TV, movies. So Jazz and Jeannie Bry scheduled to be with us next week. Before we go, well, let's just go out on this note. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
I know I messed up
you know
the
what?
timing on that. But
No, it's okay. Good luck, Raiders. I mean,
Yeah.
first home game, professional football here in Las Vegas.
Yep.
I wish fans could be allowed in this incredible venue
Mm-hmm.
that was built, and we had the joy and I call it a joy,
Sure.
of watching everything from the groundbreaking to where it stands
Absolutely.
today. It is and Dorothy, my wife, brought up a great point. Imagine what this stadium looks like from 30,000 feet up or 20, whatever, you'd be able to visibly see it, because it's just...
Looks like a hockey puck from the top.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Or someone said the Death Star.
And it looks like it's always been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's great.
We'll see what happens with parking when people are allowed to come back
Yeah.
again. Anyway, all right, on our way out, we're going to, we purposely... That's not appropriate for what I'm about to do. Yesterday we saw the passing.
song.
I know. Well, but I don't think it'll be an appropriate fit. Yesterday we saw the passing of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was 87. She passed away from pancreatic cancer. She was diagnosed with this cancer 6 months after being appointed to the bench.
I know, it's incredible.
20 years she served the high court in the land, paved the way for a lot of things to happen in this country.
Every important decision, there should be a woman in the room. Something very similar to that is her legacy statement. Brilliant mind, brilliant Chief Justice, almost said Chief Justice, a justice for women's rights, equality for all.
Absolutely. So the world mourns her loss for what she's done as a big contributor to society. Scott Hosey, my co-host on Power Play Sports Collectible Show and on Thoughts Count Anywhere, we were speaking of Batman a few seconds ago. Today, Adam West's birthday.
Is he still alive?
No, he died about 5-6 years ago.
No,
the day he died should have been declared a national holiday,
I mean,
in my opinion.
I could tell you when Superman died, but I'm not a Batman fan. But go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
On that note, we'll see if Neil returns next week and what. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Please reshare our feed. We thank you for tuning in. Like our page on Facebook. As a matter of fact, go to twinbrothers.vegas, a brand new website. You can click live shows, or I think it's archive shows or live shows. It'll take you right to our YouTube channel. Subscribe there as well. Never miss a show, never miss a guest. We're happy to be back on there. And quite frankly, since all of this started with the pandemic, we've never missed a show. We've been live every week because we felt it necessary to provide a distraction to our fans and viewers out there while all this crazy stuff was going on. So we appreciate you all hanging in there. Hand and Stone Spa Facial Massage. Check them out down at Silverado Ranch. Renee, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renee.
Thank
Partner,
you for having
you were
me.
clicking today, dude. All right, for all of us here at Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, we thank you very much. The folks here at Go Live Vegas appreciate
3 and start de-stressing today.